we're moving right along, transitioning into agreeing. We actually just said, how can two walk together unless they agree? Which brings us to the next
Mm.
subject about working together, which builds a great foundational structure when you work together. Let's drop that video on, bro.
All right, well, we're gonna drop it on right on their head.
You two guys are incredible in your own right. You've established your own brands, global figures in the area of praise and worship and music industry, especially in the faith sector. And for you guys to get up here and work together and blend and interact the way you do and collaborate the way you do, I want you here and all of those from across the country and around the world who are participating in this morning's service to appreciate and understand that. And once you grasp this, up your game. Up your game. Create partnerships. You ain't got to be the one. Turn your neighbor, say he's talking about you. He's all in your business right now. Everybody wants to be the one. No. Let's learn how to work together and build and share. That's what we're doing. We're going to be announcing some things in next month in August that we're doing in other parts.
Okay, we're gonna let them have that. But
Bishop,
yeah,
that was. Wait a minute. Have you
hold
ever
on.
been on the basketball team with some guys, and it was more difficult playing with them than it was playing basketball?
Wow. Yes. And I
Let me
ain't
bring it
talking
home.
about basketball. Go
Have you ever
ahead.
have you ever been in a band and it was more difficult playing with the band than it was playing the song?
Yes.
It's something about when you can actually get with somebody. Man, have you ever got on the court, Bishop, in Memphis, and you didn't even have to think about it. You turned, and before you even turned, the ball was coming, and before you even knew it, you was giving it back to somebody, and y'all was scoring, and had scored 3 or 4 baskets in a row, and
Yep.
everything was clicking. You didn't even know these guys.
Yep.
You didn't even
Uh,
know them.
I'll take it a step further. I've been on the court with great talent, and we lost and played awful. And I
Mm.
also played on the team with lesser talent, and we couldn't lose. Just hold on. Listen, did I say something right there?
You hit right there.
I got 2 cents real quick. First thing I want to say is give a shout out to whoever that brother was playing keys underneath the pastor while he was preaching. Oh my! Did you hear what he was playing?
He was
That brother was like, whew, he enhanced the music, the underflow of music enhanced what the brother was saying.
He did.
Now here in the video, you have Darwin Hobbs and you have Israel Houghton.
Mm-hmm.
Two of the greatest gospel artists of praise and worship, or just musicians, singers in gospel music today, and greatest songwriters as well.
Yes.
Both of them have their own ego. But when it came time to put it together and work together, egos didn't matter. Only thing that mattered was respect. I respect you and who you are to this gospel industry, and you give me the same respect. And with that being said, we are able to work together and build this foundation today for this service that we're administering at. And these people are blessed because of it. To the point that before the pastor even started preaching, he turned around and gave us that word.
Wow.
That had to be before his message. He didn't say that at the end of that service. That had to be before his message. That moment just felt like pre-message. And but for him to get up and that was a teachable moment. He took that moment to teach his flock about working together and how egos don't matter. I know you are who you are. You know I am who I am. Just think about it like this. The real sorry, I don't mean to say this. I say this loosely because I'm grateful.
Get the dump button
Oh
ready.
Lord, we'll get the disclaimers ready.
I'm ready. I say this loose. We're grateful for this year's Team USA. Right?
Okay. But which one?
This year, the one that just won the gold.
The men, the women.
The
big three.
The men.
The men.
Yeah, the men.
USA basketball.
USA basketball.
Okay.
We're grateful for Team USA men's basketball that barely won the gold. Praise the Lord. But we can go back to the real USA team, the dream team, where you had Magic, Jordan, Pippen, Charles Barkley. You had all of them.
You had
Ewing,
yeah, you had
Bird. You had them all on that team. All of the greats. Egos didn't matter. And because of that, they didn't even struggle.
Christian Laettner, huh?
I'm weak.
And
He was at all the greats.
And then he had Christian Laettner. But hey, Christian Laettner.
He's at all the greats.
Again, left unattended. Oh my God.
This team was so good they didn't have Isaiah Thomas, but they had Christian Laettner.
That's terrible.
And that boy Isaiah in the US and took Christian. Maybe
It hurt my heart when you said all the greats, and then he said Christian Laettner.
Maybe because his name was Christian.
I don't think that was it, bro.
You know what? I wonder how much playing time Christian averaged during that time.
Listen.
No. He probably got a lot of playing time because at halftime they was already up 100 points.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Oh God. Oh.
They made Christian Laettner the ball.
No, he didn't.
Oh God. Oh.
Don't believe that, America.
Clyde the
He
Glide.
was the only one on there without